94.3 The Point, the Jersey Shore's hit music channel. We meet the most amazing and interesting people here in Convention Hall. I just bumped into an author of No Lifeguard on Duty. We're going to find out a little more about that on 94.3 The Point. 94.3 Shore's hit music channel. It's Shannon Holly broadcasting live from New Jersey Natural Gas Asbury Park Boardwalk Studio. And I'm joined by Paul Bomba. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
Thank you for stopping by to see me. You walked past the live broadcast and you're waving your book. And I'm like, we got to talk about this. This is really pretty cool. No Lifeguard on Duty. And it's about Asbury Park.
That's right. It's set in the 1970s. I grew up here during that time. Graduate of Asbury High, 1974, and I wanted to write a book about that era ever since then.
What magical things have happened since that time? Because I've seen a lot of growth here since that time.
Well, there was a big downfall, then a period of dormancy, and now it's back like crazy. I love coming down here. It's great to see all these people around here again. Especially
in Convention Hall, because it's so rich with history. And I don't know, I just get this really kind of creepy and cool feeling about Convention Hall when I'm here. And there's good reason, because people say it's haunted.
Well, I don't know about haunted, but there are some scenes in Convention Hall here. There's a description of the old days when you could smell caramel and popcorn and candy in this place. And there's the opening scene is actually out in front of Convention Hall, sort of before they put the breakwater in out there. I'll tease it on page 1. That whole area is described, and it has a nickname. So if you want to find out more about it, you'll need to buy the book.
And you lived it. So you're talking from firsthand experience about your experience. And I think that's really so cool, because this is one of those places that if you haven't been to Asbury Park and you're a music fan, this is one of those places that should be on your bucket list.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of history in the book going back to when it was founded in 1871. But most of it takes place in 4 years, 70 to 74. There's 3 young teenagers from different racial, ethnic backgrounds, different socioeconomic class, and the riots of 1970 happened that summer. They all happen to be here. Their families all experienced it in a different way, and then they went off in different directions. So
I have chills.
Yep, that's very cool.
Really cool. Okay, it's called No Lifeguard on Duty, and where can you find it?
It's available online, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and in town here, you can get it at the Asbury Book Co-op on Cookman Avenue. But if you want to find out more, go to my website. It's paulbombabooks.com.
I love it. Thank you so much for stopping by to see me, and I'm going to have to read your book.
Yes, you do. Thank you.
94.3 The Point, Lou and Shannon, live from the Asbury Park Boardwalk just inside Convention Hall.
So I had the most interesting person approach our table in Convention Hall about a week or two ago. His name is Paul Bomba, and he wrote this novel called No Lifeguard on Duty, and he started chatting with me about it. And I said, oh my gosh, that's it. You got to come on the air with us.
Hi, Paul. How are you?
I'm great, Lou. How are you today?
Doing great. Tell us about this novel.
Well, it's set in 1970s Asbury Park. The center of the story is around 3 unlikely teenage friends. They're different races, different ethnic backgrounds, different social classes. And the social unrest, the racial unrest that hit town in the summer of 1970 impacted each of them and each of their families differently. So that's kind of at the center of the story.
It really gives me chills when you describe your personal memories of Asbury Park back in the day. I think one of the things you said to me is you remember the smell of cotton candy and caramel apples through Convention Hall.
Yeah, there's a lot of nostalgic type of history in the book. Most of that is around what I call the sensory experience of the beachfront, the smells, sounds, and the sights of the ocean, the beach, the boardwalk, and those old buildings, Convention Hall and the casino.
You have to be so excited about the resurgence of Asbury Park. How does it make you feel now when you're there?
I feel really, really good about it. For a long time, it was very hard to go there. The sort of downslide of the town began really before 1970. And the decades after that, it was hard to go back and visit my father there. And then in the last decade or so, it's really come around, and I feel much, much better going there and visiting and sort of hanging out at my old haunts.
You know, music has always been such a thread that weaved its way through the fabric of Asbury Park, giving it character and grit and soul and heart. How has the music there affected you?
Well, I specifically didn't want to write a book where I exploited Springsteen's fame. But if you write a book about Asbury Park, you're going to get some nice rub off from that. And I would say that the mood and the themes of his music play out through the book. There's a lot of youthful angst, that struggle to find out who you are. There's the joys and disappointments of love, the importance of true friendship, and then the struggles of just ordinary people trying to make their way in the world. And I think that that's the way his music influenced my writing.
Sounds like if you love Asbury, you're going to want to read this book. Paul, where do we get the book?
Well, you can buy it online, any of the big retailers, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, but you can also buy it locally. I believe that Booktown in Manasquan has it, and my biggest supporter, which is great because they're in my hometown, is the Asbury Book Co-op on Cookman Avenue. So if you want to head on down there, they will have copies there. You also can visit my website, which is paulbombabooks.com, and there you can read reviews, which have been, I think, very positive, and you can actually click on some links to write your own review or to go to Amazon or other places to buy the book.
There's a lot of local summer left, so make sure to get that book. Again, it's No Lifeguard on Duty, and you can find it all over Asbury Park, and you can find it on Amazon.
Thank you so much, Paul.
Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.